Hi, precious treasures. Was outside enjoying the sunrise and the thin layer of clouds, and it's making the sun just beautifully filtered through as I'm open and just processing. And I'm already losing what I was one with, um, which started the whole premise. Picture I shared this morning with the three figures of the physical, the mental, and then the soul, right? And that level of full embodiment. When you put all three of those together, right? And I have to be in physical form because I'm on earth, reality. Okay, great. So go a step further and remain open in the physical, right? That's all that's really happening. It's nothing super amazing. Babies do this. Every one of us did this naturally from the very first breath outside of our mother's womb. This is nothing magical. We all have this ability to do this. Where it hits a snag is only being focused to the physical. I started processing, and my teacup is over there waiting for water to heat back up. Even though it feels like I'm picking up my teacup, okay, my coffee cup is what it, the type it is. It's not really a teacup, that is a coffee cup. Even though I'm picking it up and it feels as if I'm touching this cup because I make it so, there's actually a very thin layer between me and the cup. So I'm not actually really even touching the cup. Just like um, particles, dust, dirt. There was a time in my life when my brain was finishing growth around 25. Everything finalizes, and me and who I am and what I've allowed, which was spoken on in a closed group today. It's very true. I allow the fine tuning. I have allowed it. There was a moment when I said I don't want to see this, and I didn't for a long time, but I sensed it in other manners. So it didn't go away completely. And then one day I said I want to see it again, and then I could see it again. So that is very true. I'm allowing it. You're allowing it. If you don't want to feel it, you could shut it down. It's that simple. For those that are also this aware of their responses, internal responses, right? So there was a time about 25 when germs really got to me. I understood things on a micro level, and it really got to me. I overthought it. I was learning at the same time all sorts of thick textbooks about all of it, so that helps. You start seeing these creatures that are microscopic, blown up in pictures, and it really starts messing with your head. It's something that is told at the beginning of any psychology career for school is be mindful as you read these disorders and things that, have been labeled in Western society. Um, be careful and mindful because people start to believe it themselves. Doctors have the same issue. They start reading everything. Oh, yeah, maybe I have that. Oh, I think I have that. I mean, that's how simple it is to just read something and you start this process, right? And then it's used against us. That knowledge is used against us on commercials. If you're having these symptoms, these symptoms, these symptoms, these symptoms, listen to this. I think you're having these symptoms and you're repeated and you hear it over and over and over. They count on that happening. They count on you going, I do have these symptoms now. Keep that in mind, right? So same thing with those of us that are sharing truths. We need to repeat it so that many hear it, many more hear it. Many have been repeating it since the 60s, and it's growing, okay? More and more are hearing it. At the same time, back to that level of once, my brain was solidifying and I was processing everything on a physics level, on an organism level, on a microscopic level, on an atom level. You look, and then to pull back out in the Hoth view, And now knowing, and science has proved this, there is a thin layer, even against the computer, even though I might be finger banging on those keys, I'm really not even touching them. Even my intent to even do such is what's making it so from everything we choose. I guess that's what I wanted to express. That we are already doing this intent every day. We're making things so. We're making things hard, solid, like tables. On a physics level, they're just a bunch of atoms bouncing around. We make them solid as we set our teacup, right? The same thing happens in dreams. So many people, how come I have a bruise where I bumped into a table in my dream? Because we made it matter. We made it matter. I have just as equally not been hurt in this physical space when bumping into something because I made it not matter. And just as equally in dreams, you can walk through things and not make it matter. It's all up to us on this level of what we control internally. And all of this is within each person. And that's the main premise. So good morning, and my water is ready. Enjoy, precious treasures. I see art. I know many more are seeing it too.